Hello, my posse. Hello, all my new subscribers. Thank you so very much for coming to my living room today. I'm so excited to have you here. Today is a kind of a fun, today is kind of a, it's that puberty voice, I'm sorry. Today is really a fun video. I think it is something that is needed to hear, and so many wise things that are on this particular video that I am doing with my friend Monika from Monika's Beauty and Lifestyle. And we both saw this on Facebook. Somebody put it on Facebook, and it was called, and I've got some notes here, by the way, so if you see me looking down, or I can do this, which probably be okay too. But anyway, it's some advice for those of us over 65. And Monika, she saw it too, and she messaged me. She said, "Hey Babs, this would be really fun to do together as a collab. My perspective of this over 65, which Monty is 67. You would never know she's 67. Anyway, she is a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. I've watched Monika for so long. I don't even know how I first found her, but when I found her, I immediately was drawn to her sensitiveness, her personality, her love for her husband, her camping, her margaritas. I love her vlogs. I love her channel. She's very diversified, and I love diversity on a channel. I'm not one to just stick to one thing, as you know. So when she reached out to me and said, "Hey, let's collab on this. You give your perspective, I'll give my perspective," man, I jumped with her. I think it's just really, some of these things resonated with me because he wrote, this was written by a guy on Facebook, and his name is Mark Snyder, and he is a radio and TV newspaper web writer. And so he wrote this, and I'm going to try to touch on a few things that I felt. There are 21 things on his list of great advice for over 65. And, I am over 65 because I am 78. So I'm pretty soon I'll do this and I'll be over 80, my advice. But I just thought it was some of these I read them to my husband and I was like, see, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And I have no idea which one she's going to pick, so you'll have to go over there and see what her outlook is for advice over her 65, as mine is over 70. And, each journey that you go through, you think, it's almost like, well, I got past that decade, now on to the next one, and what am I thinking about now for this next journey as I approach into my 80s. But this was just his first one that was on here really resonated with me, and I'm going to do that one. And it says, "It's time to use the money you saved up. Use it and enjoy it. Don't just keep it for those who may have no notion of sacrifices you made to get it. Remember, there is nothing more dangerous than a son or a daughter with big ideas for your hard-earned capital." I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, I know my kids would not do that, but I laughed at that one because I've always lived my life and enjoyed what we've worked for. I have given to my kids, I have given to my grandkids, and I did say not too long ago to my husband, we just spend so much money on the grandkids and that we got to start spending on ourselves. We've got to do for ourselves. And yeah, you don't want to run out of money, but like my dad used to always say, you never see a Brinks truck following a hearse. So, we kind of and my kids make more money than I ever could in my lifetime. So they don't need my money or my belongings, because they probably wouldn't want any of them to survive. So to the fact that you know, as you're older, spend the money on yourself. Enjoy things for yourself. Do things for yourself. Don't put it in the bank for your kids, or, you know, whatever. Charities are good, I suppose, but not at the expense of not enjoying things yourself. And that was really hit me. And I'll tell you really quick, it was like my husband, I want a new couch. And so my husband said, well, you can't buy a new couch. You know, what would our kids think if, you know, we're talking about, you know, we're on Social Security and you go buy a new couch? And I was like, why do I care what they think? It was like really funny. It was just that funny moment. And when I read this, I was like, see, I can buy a new couch. I don't have to save my money for anybody in my family. I want a new couch. So those things, you know, you need to spend time and spend on yourself. And another one that I really, really enjoyed is like, try not to worry about your financial situation. You know, as we get older, you know, our money dwindles. Maybe you go into your 401k, maybe you go into your retirement fund, you know, and you get nervous. You know, just don't worry about finances. I mean, spend it, live it. Yeah, you got to save some to live your life and, you know, pay for your mortgages or your apartments or whatever you're paying for. But stop worrying about them. Don't worry about feeling bad about spending them on yourself if that's what you so choose. The other one is, as he said, keep a healthy life. You know, your health is everything. Eat well, sleep well, do things that will keep you healthy. Go to the doctors, make sure that you're okay, but keep a healthy lifestyle. That's really, really important. And I am skipping over these, so I will put the whole list in the description box for you to look at. And of course, if you have a partner, enjoy your partner. Live together. Enjoy yourselves. Don't worry about other people around you. You know, live for each other, because one day one of you will be missing and you'll feel that void. And so lavish your partner. Spend money on your partner. Go on dates with your partner. Enjoy what you have while you have it, because, you know, life is short, and I mean, one of us could go anytime. So, you know, lavish each other with gifts, to go out on dates. And if you don't have a partner, go out with your girlfriends. Keep alive. Keep yourself going and keep active, and enjoy who you want to be around. And keep in touch with old friends. You know, there's nothing like being around old friends. When we had the COVID and my husband was in the hospital, I connected with so many friends that I hadn't heard from before, and we still keep in touch. And I do have girlfriends that I've had for the last 40 years who are still in my life, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So, you know, just because you're older, don't give up on your friends, you know, because you're older, you never know when the last time is that you'll talk to them. So call them, stay in touch with them. It'll make you feel good, and it certainly will make them feel good. And the other one that hit me was be proud of yourself. Enjoy yourself. Of course, keep yourself looking as good as you can on the outside, because somehow looking good on the outside gives you an inner peace on the inside. And that may sound shallow, and that may sound like, you know, really, but really, if you fix yourself, if you want to get your hair done, if you want to get your nails done, just because you're over 60, over 70 in my case, doesn't mean that all that should stop. You need to if you have stopped, you need to revamp yourself and go out and do something. Buy a wig, get your hair done, get your nails done. The salons are open again, but take care of yourself on the outside, because that is going to make you a better person inside, more youthful inside. You won't feel your age if you don't look your age. That's a fact. Also, another good one was don't lose sight of fashion trends. Just because you're older doesn't mean that you have to stop wearing trendy clothes, that you have to wear, you know, frumpy clothes. I say that word a lot on my videos because I refuse to dress frumpy. You know, buy something, come out of your comfort zone, buy something capris. I mean, buy some nice tops that maybe normally you wouldn't buy, but be a trendsetter for yourself. I mean, yeah, you know, maybe you can't wear some of the, you know, belly hugger pants and the short crop tops because, you know, our crops will hang over. But I mean, if you wanted to, you could. If you don't care, it's fine. If you could just suck in, it would be okay. But yeah, stay with the trends. It'll make you feel better. It'll make you youthful. It just throws a whole new light on aging. And I think that's why, too, a lot of people today, like Monty, 67, like me, 78, maybe don't look our age because we don't feel our age. We don't act our age. We wear makeup. We fix ourselves up. We wear clothes, trendy clothes. We don't succumb to being our age. And I think that just makes you feel younger. If you look younger to yourself, you feel younger on the inside. That's a fact. And now I think we've reached the age where we don't have to worry about what other people say about us. It doesn't matter what anybody says about us. I said to my granddaughter the other day, she said something, she got in an argument with one of her friends and she was really upset and they were going back and forth texting, and I go, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, hold on. Did what he say, did your arm fall off that I missed? I looked under her bed. I said, did your leg fall off when he said, you know, what he said? And she was, well, no, Nana. I go, okay, so then that was not in your personal space. That did not change who you were as a person. You can't control what other people say about you or feel about you, but you can change how you take it internally in. You can take it so it ruins your day. You can go back and forth with texting, or, you know, us, we could, you know, email our, you know, whoever heard us. We go back and forth, back and forth. It's not gonna change who you are unless you allow it to change you. And I refuse. If it doesn't fall into my circle here, I tell my husband that too. You know, he gets mad at this or, you know, that neighbor, or maybe, you know, I don't know, but anybody. And I go, you know what? It doesn't affect us personally. Don't let it affect you. Don't let it drag you down, because then it becomes your issue if you let other people drag you down. So don't worry about what they say about you. It doesn't matter. Be you, and respect you and love you. And if you do, you won't care about all that stuff. And he's got on here, some people embrace their golden years. I love this. Some people embrace their golden years while others become bitter and surly. Now, you probably have met some surly older women of a certain age, men of a certain age. I mean, they're bitter, they're angry, they're protective of their material possessions. You know, you heard even in movies, you know, don't mess with the guy next door. Was it Leave It to Beaver? Or one of those had the man next door that everybody was afraid of because he was an old, surly old man. You know, don't be that old, surly person. Be happy, wear a smile. It's not going to do you any good. Being angry because you're older isn't going to change you being older. What it will change is it'll change how you react to other people. It'll change how other people react to you. So don't be that surly older person. Be happy no matter how hard it is some days to do that. And I know there's days where it's hard to be, you know, happy, but you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to it, because that is living for today, and that is what's going to keep you young, youthful, your mind clear, not in a fog. Be happy, be kind, be positive, and mainly hang around with people who are young and happy and positive. If you have negative people in your life, get rid of them. And he says it in here too. Don't hang around with negative people, because they'll just drag you down. You know, negative people have nothing positive to say, nothing. So I would say try to surround yourself with positive people if you can. I mean, that's the best thing you can do for aging gracefully also. And another good one that he had on here, which I find interesting, was don't was try to accept invitations when you're invited someplace. Don't sit there and go, oh, I don't want to go. I don't feel like talking to, Betty, or I don't feel like going here. I don't feel, force yourself to go to functions, to weddings, to bar mitzvahs, to parties. Even if you really don't want to go, trust me, there's been a lot of times that I always go to my husband, do I have to go? Or I make plans with my girlfriends and I go, oh, I really want to go to there, but I go. And after I go, I have the best time ever. So don't fall into the category of saying no to people or to invitations when they invite you someplace. Go, have a good time, and just be positive, dress up, give you a chance to try a new bit of makeup and new outfit. Just go and get out and have a good time. Don't sit at home, rocking, thinking, oh Lord, I'm past 70. I mean, I can't go anywhere. You can go. I mean, even if you have some medical issues, and I know sometimes that slows you down. And he had another one on here about pain and discomfort go hand in hand with getting older. But he says, try not to dwell on them, but accept them as part of the cycle of life we're all going through. And it's true, it's a cycle of life. We all can't be energetic and happy, but you have to accept the changes that your body is telling you. Just like my husband, he's on oxygen now from COVID, and he will not let that get him down. He's accepting, he doesn't like being on oxygen, but he is accepting what God has given him and what it's better than, he says, the alternative without it. He still goes out. He's been out today laying mulch, for crying out loud. And my husband's 75 and a COVID survivor. And so he never, ever, ever lets his sickness get him down. That's how he survived, because his positive attitude and his outlook on he was coming home, that's how he survived. And that's how you will survive your sicknesses and your disabilities that you have when we're older. I mean, I told you, there's a lot of times I get up and I go, oh, my hip hurts. And I just turn it into hi, hi everybody, if I'm out. I won't give in to the fact that my hip hurts. Sometimes I just pretend like, oh, my leg fell asleep. I hit my leg and I keep going, but I won't succumb to the fact that, maybe my hip hurts. And that was from playing tackle football a few years ago with my grandson, but we won't talk about that. Anyway, so don't give in to sickness. Just ride with it. Know that it's part of the circle of life. And, some of us are going to have more discomfort than others. It's how you perceive them and how you go about accepting them, really. And I'm going to read you this one kind of verbatim, because I really like this. It says, regardless of age, always keep love alive. Love your partner, love your life, love your family, love your neighbor, and remember, a man is not old as long as he has intelligence and affection. And that goes, of course, it says man, but it goes both ways. So as long as it comes from just loving yourself too. And if you love yourself and you treat yourself and you treat yourself good on the outside and you do the best you can on the inside and you walk fast, you're peppy, you exude happiness, it's going to transfer to other people and they're going to want to be around you. And, just because we're going into our 70s and past 70s doesn't mean that we have to sit in a chair and we have to say, oh, ho hum, my end is coming, because nobody knows, and I've said this before in a video, you have a begin date and you have an end date, and the rest in the middle is your dash. And you have to make the most of your dash, because we all know when we were born, we don't know our end date. And if we worry about our end date, we're going to miss this dash in the middle that has so many branches of life to enjoy. And I choose to enjoy every single day. I wake up in the morning and I see diamonds and sparkles, because that's what I have. And I'm a believer in God, and everybody has their differences in religion and different things that they believe in, whether you believe or not. If you are a believer You know, believe for yourself. Don't try to tell other people, you know, what God can do for them. You know what God can do for you, and you know how you want to live your life. You can try to tell people the wonderful things that have happened to you that you believe in because of God, but don't try to weave them into your beliefs, because you'll just turn them away. Everybody has their own beliefs and what they feel is comfortable for their life. That's a good one to remember. Leave your house, you know, once in a while. Go shopping, talk to people. You know, we were out the other day at Kroger's for the first time. Everybody was maskless, and everybody was talking. Everybody had something to say to us. Everybody was talking to everybody, and it was the most wonderful shopping experience ever. And because they were talking to us, we in turn were talking to somebody else. So it transfers to other people. Be a conversationalist. Get out. You know, even if you're going to the grocery store, I hate grocery shopping, but if you go, talk to people, smile at people. You know, when people had masks on, everybody was like walking around like this. You couldn't tell if somebody was smiling or not. Now, you know, thank gosh that we are, you know, maskless for a while, and people are just so happy, and if you talk to them, they'll talk to you, and it just makes for a great day and a great life, and something that you'll be happy about when you go to sleep at night. So that's what it's about. Conversation. Have conversations. And one that I felt, I have a video, I think, coming up on this, but it's about acknowledging death and dying, but don't dwell on it. It's part of the journey. Educate yourself on emotions of loss so you're better prepared. When you're older, it's tough. I've lost an awful lot of people since this beginning of this year, and keeping your emotions intact. There is no time frame on grief or losing someone. You always, I think you just learn to accept the fact that they're not around, but you never accept the fact that they're gone. But as we get older and people are passing around us, it becomes harder for us. And I don't know if it's harder because we're there and, you know, we're thinking this could happen to us, or whether it's we take things so differently today as being older. But, you know, you've got to accept the loss. It's the journey. It's part of our circle and cycle of life. And just remember positive things about that person and live your best life. And I guess if I was going to leave you, I would say that the best thing to do is laugh a lot and love life and enjoy your journey, because some people don't get to be this age and have an opportunity to have this journey. So to be able to wake up and go to sleep with your significant other, or even if you're alone with great memories and great thoughts, and you are allowed, God has allowed you to wake up the next morning. So keep yourself healthy, keep yourself full of love, keep yourself happy, and keep others around you feeling comfortable that they want to be around you. And the main thing to me is keep yourself up, keep yourself fixed, keep yourself looking good, keep a pep in your step, and enjoy this next journey. Enjoy this. Aging is a gift where some others haven't had the opportunity to be here to enjoy this gift. So I hope you enjoy this. You can read them all from Mark Snyder in my description box. Hopefully there's enough room in there to put it. And by all means, go visit Monika Beauty and Lifestyle. I'm sure a lot of you, my subscribers, already know who she is and already subscribed to her. But if you haven't been over there, go watch her. And I'm anxiously awaiting to see what she said and what she picked. So thank you all for coming by. Remember, aging is a gift. Enjoy it. Live a happy life. Surround yourself with positivity. And dress well, my friends. Be trendy. I love you girls and guys, and I will talk to you soon, and enjoy Monty. And if you go over, please tell her Babs sent you. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon. I love you. Bye.